Roblox has a lot of games. Not all of them are good, however, it has quite a variety for many people with many different tastes, which is a good thing considering how many people are on this platform every single day. However, I find it kind of hard for some of the more popular ones to fit what my tastes are. So I thought I'd make a video going over some of the ones that are less active that I enjoy personally. While we're here, I might as well just put up a list of some of the more popular ones that I enjoy, just to get those out of the way. Also, for my last video, I'm going to mention Murder Thought and Trepidation, since those are the ones I've far more often gone back to play more, especially since Murder Thought has gotten several updates since I started making that video that makes it much more enjoyable now. Dead Slate is a lot like Left 4 Dead, however it is by far simpler playing, but at the same time it also has some complexities that Left 4 Dead doesn't have. While it's dead and I couldn't really get a good round to record, I was able to get footage of some of the things this game does well. It's really satisfying to just kill a bunch of zombies in this game. However, that is less prominent because there's always someone on the server that's forced to play as a zombie, which in my opinion is one of the game's downfalls, because some of the zombies are just not that fun to play as. These events that switch things up, which much like Die of Death from my ASIM video helps add something new and interesting going on, even if in my opinion it is horrible and should not exist. Overall, I kind of wish it was still alive so that I could just hop into a game and play it every now and then. However, I am more than willing to admit it is by far not one of the best games on this platform. It's not even one of the best Left 4 Dead games on this platform in my opinion. That would be Doomed to Die. It is far more similar to just Left 4 Dead, however, it is on Roblox, and some of the level design is horrendous in my opinion. And so while I think it is fun to play with friends, I do not recommend playing it solo like I did. I don't want this video to just be about zombie games, so I'll just cover one more. World War II Zombies is not that good, I'll be honest. However, it is fun, in my opinion, to just mow down a bunch of zombies with old, esoteric military equipment. It's especially fun if you imagine them as Nazis. Really satiates that thirst to be Indiana Jones. While on the topic of World War II, I might as well bring up Gravedigger. This FPS game is really slow-paced. You are forced to stop in order to shoot accurately. This game also really heavily emphasizes that you're not just killing other players, you are taking their lives. Its objective system is also very similar to another game I know. Ballista is like medieval shooter. You have your 3 classes and then you just either take out all of your opponents or you capture all of the objectives. While we're on the topic of shooters, I just want to mention Q-Clash is a really fun game. It's kind of like a mix between Overwatch and TF2 in a way. It's dead now, which makes it really frustrating to find a round with at least 6 people in it, which is the minimum you need to have any fun in this game, really. I really wish it was still alive, however, it hasn't gotten any updates in a long time, so I kind of understand why it's not. Let's move away from shooters for a bit, because if there's one thing the US needs less of, it's less video games causing violence.
Just a moment, dear, I hear someone at the door.
Ghostly Manor reminds me a lot of when I used to play Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon multiplayer. That's because it is that, quite frankly. And it's pretty good. I actually didn't come back to this game until relatively recently because when I first checked it out, it was not that good. But now I can say it's a pretty fun game. It has issues where for some reason a lot of assets just don't load, but it doesn't really impact the gameplay itself, which is still really fun. While we're copying Mario games, let's talk about hypercarts.
Look one by one, the pages remind me of...
It reminds me a lot of Mario Kart Double Dash, the way it plays, which is one way of saying that I really like it. It is really good. I find it really fun, and it just clicks with me. It's probably one of my favorite racing games on this platform. Okay, let me cover one more game. You know what, let's go with something chill. Life of an Otaku is a game I come back to relatively regularly. It's a really good game with really good vibes. It has some anime references in there which I appreciate personally. And it has a nice little story that you can just go through in a few minutes. I think they could have done more with the multiplayer, but it's still a good game. I recommend checking it out at least. With that, those are 9 games that are relatively less active that I enjoy. I know they're not like super niche, awesome, mega game that with under 1,000 visitors, okay? Like, Cart Ride into Miku is good, but I wouldn't just recommend it to people like me. I wish I could do some of the more niche games like that, but I just don't know enough like that. Or they're just not something I really enjoy. Like, there's some bullet hells I've played that I thought were pretty nice, except I wouldn't go back to them. I just played more Toho. If you liked some of the music in this video, most of it comes from 9 of my favorite albums as well. They're also not like the super niche, awesome, crazy, whatever, I don't know. But I like them, and that's all that matters. With that out of the way, I hope you enjoyed my recommendations.
3, 2, 1! We're going